Hello guys, this is Miguel Olvera. Today is day 60 of the 90-day challenge for the law of attraction, and today we have a very special video, and I want to share with you how somebody used the law of attraction or this creative process that we've been illustrating here the wrong way. So let's get started. Welcome back guys, this is Miguel Olvera with the Law of Attraction, the 60th day. Wow, time is flying. 2 months already that we've been together. Thank you very much for all your time and thank you for sticking with me. Hopefully I'm creating some value for you and for others if you're sharing this video with your friends, family or co-workers. Today we're going to talk about a special circumstance and how to be careful on how to use this creative process. This creative process can bring you good, and this creative process can bring you bad. As I mentioned before, I use it for both. So personally, I can testify that this creative process works, either for good or for evil. So make sure that you stick to the good side, and make sure that you don't use this for anything but the good side. So today I'm going to share with you a note that I got from one of the seminars that I attended, and I want to use this to illustrate how somebody used this creative process the wrong way. So if you bear with me, I will be reading this for you, and you will be able to see how this person used it incorrectly. Remember, this is real life. This is a real thing, actually happened. It came out on the newspaper sometime in the 1980s in Oklahoma. Here's a story about a railroad employee who accidentally locked himself in a refrigerated railroad car, and then was not able to escape. This person banged on the door to attract someone's attention and open the door for him, but apparently no one had heard him. So he finally gave up and resigned himself to his fate. Sometime during the night, as he felt his body becoming numb, he began writing sentences on the side of the wall of the car. Sentences recording his last sensations as he moved closer and closer to death. So his first sentence said, "I am becoming colder." A little below that sentence he wrote, "Nothing to do but wait. I am slowly freezing to death." Down below that sentence he wrote, "Half asleep now. I can hardly write." And then, a little below that, he wrote, "This might be my last words," which in fact they were. When the railroad car was opened the following day, they found him dead. But let me tell you a story that was very intriguing about this story. So let me tell you what really happened. The freezing apparatus of the railroad car was malfunctioning. It had not been operating properly for several days. The temperature inside of the car never dropped below 49 degrees during the entire night that he was in there. In other words, this man had become the victim of his own illusion. He presumed that his time had come and his life was over, when in fact there was no need for that presumption at all. So even though the temperature inside the car never fell below 49 degrees, this man died nevertheless, and is not here today to enjoy himself. Guys, this is very important for you to grasp, because definitely we all have gone through certain circumstances in our life. And just like that man in that story, we have given circumstance a crown. Yes, we have given circumstance a crown, and we are actually idolizing the circumstance. What do I mean by that? Well, this is what I mean. When we have a problem, we actually make the problem so big that we cannot even think straight. When we have an issue, when there is no money at the end of the month to pay all the bills, when we are in trouble at work and we're about to lose it, we actually create the circumstance and we actually make it a god, so to speak. We put a crown on that circumstance. This is the point that I would love to illustrate and make sure that everybody gets and grasps. Because if we keep on thinking on the circumstance, guess what's going to happen? As I mentioned in previous videos, if we think about the circumstance all the time, okay, that is going to be in our conscious mind. Nothing but negative information is going to go into our conscious mind. Let's say, again, that information is the X. So what's going to happen if you keep on thinking about the bad situation? You're going to get emotionally involved in that bad circumstance. Okay? Just like the person on the railroad car. He was just thinking, okay, I'm going to die, so might as well, write some sentences and make sure that, everybody knows what I was trying to do. He didn't even know that the temperature inside was not freezing temperature. So 49 degrees, you might catch a cold, you might get some pneumonia, but you cannot die. You don't freeze at 49 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's what I'm saying. So if a person actually keeps on thinking about the circumstance all the time, gets emotionally involved, guess what the body is going to do? It's going to react to whatever the mind is thinking. Remember, the body is nothing but an instrument of the mind. So the body is going to do whatever the mind is telling it to do. Create more circumstances, bad circumstances. Whatever you experience it, you're going to get it again. That's some of the problems that we have most of the time. That we keep on getting the same results over and over and over and over. Sometimes we don't understand. Why does this keep on happening to me? Hopefully this gives you an idea of why some of the circumstances that you've been living keep on happening over and over and over again. Some of you just lost your teachability index right now. Some of you go like, Miguel, I don't believe a thing you're saying. Well, hopefully you will become teachable and you will actually accept or being able to, absorb this information, because this is it, guys. This is how everything comes into our lives. Every single thing that you're living, it's right here. And this is how it actually happens. Okay? So, don't forget that teachability index, make sure that you keep it at 10. Willingness to accept new ideas and willingness to learn. That is exactly how most of us live our lives. Why? Because we haven't been taught anything else. We make the circumstance the God or whatever. We give it a crown. We actually idolize the circumstance without even putting our intellectual faculties into work. Why? Because no one has told us that we have these intellectual factors that we can actually use to change this whole cycle. Okay? Tomorrow, we're going to talk about another example of how someone used this, but used it properly. So don't miss tomorrow's video. On day 61, we're going to discuss an example of 1,000 examples that I could give you of someone that actually turned this creative process and used it properly. Guys, today was day 60 of the 90-day challenge for the law of attraction. If you have any friends, any relatives, any co-workers, any neighbors, anyone that you think will benefit by learning this, make sure that you share this with them. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like, follow, turn on your post notifications, for, Instagram is up here, YouTube and Facebook is down here. Make sure that you tag your friends who you think will benefit to, if this is of value to you, just imagine how much of a value it could be for your friends or relatives or neighbors. Thank you very much, guys, for being with me for these last 2 months. It's been a pleasure being here for the last 2 months. We still have another month to come, and the best is yet to come. So if you have any idea what you're about to experience and learn in the next 30 days, it's something that you cannot even imagine how important it is. Thank you very much, guys, for being with me for the last 60 days. Thank you very much for being with me for the last 10 minutes. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.